Back now with Jason's burn. Jason's got a lot of horses going, a lot of horses ready to go, and a lot going on. So Ale's son's getting close. Jason said of 2019 into 2020, the biggest shock he got. We knew that Spend That Money had talent. She's training down good. We knew the Compass Rose DC, Globetrotting, these were talented fillies. They're training down good. But what was Ale's son going to do? I didn't know. I really had no idea, and Jason said the biggest surprise of 2019-2020 is the way she's training back. He thinks she's training back awesome, so great. That would make things better for us. Our Vika, yes, I ran over a wheel with our Vika, kind of trying to force my way out of the hole I was in around the last turn, trying to get a head start on the field that was clearly coming back to us, at least the larger pack. And I clipped Bob McClure's wheel, and she had every reason to make a break. She just put a step in, come up trotting. Probably the best I've ever seen her finish. As I said in the earlier part of the video, not mathematically not the best quarter, but realistically the best quarter she's ever finished. You know, it's never been, as I said earlier, never been her superpower that she could pass horses. I would say her plus minus on passing versus being passed would be in the minuses. So our Vika, but passed 3 or 4 horses and finished up really, really strong the other day. Very impressed with what I saw from her, and she's been racing decent. Just it's frustrating because we couldn't quite find a class for her, but we'll get there. Cambridge Stars now joined the Jason McGinnis burn. He trained pretty good on Saturday. Compass Rose DC, Globetrotting, both of them training down very, very good. Very impressed with what I've seen from them. Now a horse maybe on the pacing side of our Vika would be I'll Play It Alone. You know, there's such a, just think about it. There's such a thin line between being able to do and being lost in any class. You know, I'll Play It Alone, 6th, come a half in 56, 27 seconds on the end of it, his first or second start. You know, always luckily he was in the mix. Get up in the non-winners at 2, it was too hard. They opened the maiden up. Geez, I think we have a shot. 8th. Closed well. I thought he did everything he could. He felt like he was pacing as fast as he could. Never put a step in, did everything right, and ended up 8th. So I said to Jason after, I know where he won't be 8th. Put him in the 15 condition claimer for non-winners at 15 or whatever there is at London or Flamborough, and he can maul them for a few starts. Get his confidence up, and then we'll see if he actually can do it Mohawk. He'll fit the non-winners of 2 or 25 or 2 or 20, whatever it is, regardless. So 2 or 3, what I would consider and hope to be wins on the B track will go a long way for I'll Play It Alone. Johan, now I said the track was bad the other day, and I also said it was bad enough that I took the harness off Johan. I didn't want to risk hurting him. I didn't love the way he warmed up. Just seemed like he was out of sorts, and the track was just too deep. He's got that suspensory that he's healed up on left hind. I wasn't taking any chances. I come in and said, just take the harness off. Johan, we'll go another day with him. I'm going to have him up to the vet to make sure he's okay. I suspect he's fine. I can't imagine there's anything wrong. There doesn't appear to be anything wrong, but I'm not taking any chances. He's going to the vet, and then we'll train him next week and school him the following week. Mama Knows Best is down in Jason's barn now. All Mama needs to do is put weight on, keep it on. She's training like a monster and has looked very, very good. Won her set training easily on Saturday and looked good for Jason. Overdue Missions training back also. All these horses are getting ready at the same time. Susie K, for those of you who said, well, you know, she struggles. Jason doesn't think she can get around a half that good, which is ridiculous. She raced on fair tracks last year. He said, I don't know if she can get around a half good. 2, 3, and 4 last half, 59 and 3 last quarter and 30 and a bit on a nasty cold night. I'd say she can get around a half pretty good. A few little tinkers with her, but she looked great last night. I just love driving her. She's not fast. She's not a monster. She's not going to win any major stake races or have trophies named after her, but she tries, and she wants to beat up on horses, and you can't fault any horse for doing the best they can do, and she is doing the best she can do every time she goes on the track. Stonebridge Simba schooled in 2-1. He'll qualify in 58, 59, I hope, on Thursday. Sebastian Yu was so-so. Again, had those flip-flops on. Are they playing a role? Maybe. I think maybe we'll take those flip-flops off and school him Thursday when I'm gone away. Maybe I'll ask Jody to go with him, see what he thinks of him. Where are we at? We skipped the R's. That's my fault. Rose Run Versatile. Here's a little tidbit. Rose Run Versatile, Jason told me she trained unbelievably good 3 weeks ago. Then I went with her, and I'm like, I wouldn't say she was unbelievably good. She was decent. First time with the hobbles off, going any speed, so she was good. I schooled her, Anthony Hahn schooled her. She made a break and got pacey behind the gate, which she's done with the hobbles on. Went a mile and 2.5, but again, he said she was okay. And I qualified her the other day, and again, deep track, but nevertheless, okay. Just didn't seem to have that fire that I remember she had a little more to her than this. Scoped her, and she had blood in there. So we're going to enter her on the Lasix program. 2 weeks from now, she will race probably. We'll probably clean her up real good and school her once on Lasix, but I can't help but think in this filly, when I go with her and she feels eerily similar to other races last year. She might have bled a couple of times last year also. So maybe she's just one of those horses that does need Lasix, but that's the reason they have the Lasix program. So Rose Run Versatile will be entering that right away. Rose Run Valiant training down again. He's coming down. The next two on the list are around the same times. Sometimes things happen and spend that money. All these horses appear to me, anyway, optically to be coming back good. They look good. Jason's happy with them. Obviously we're very protective of Globetrotting. He's really happy how she's going. He said Ale Sun's the most improved one so far. Compass Rose just looks great, as does Spend That Money. So hopefully another good year in Ohio, whether it's the ones we have coming back. Now Kevin has Emerald Miss. She'll be making her way to Ohio likely this year. So we have Ale Sun, Emerald Miss, Compass Rose, Globetrotting, Susie K, Rose Run Valiant, Sometimes Things Happen, and Spend That Money, who are all effective horses for the most part, for the better or worse at 2, and then you factor in all the 2-year-olds we have coming back. Should be a very good year for Team McGinnis and Team Stable.ca in Ohio. So that's Jason's burn. That's it for the burns. Still got to get the 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds done. A lot went on yesterday. Very, very impressed with a number of horses, from yesterday, and I will share those with you in just a minute.